So everyone's here, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Looks that way.
All right. All right, King Rob, if you want to get it rolling.
Yeah, we're rolling.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, wonderful. You're always on top of it. I don't even know why I prompt you, because the digital guy, you would know.
Well, I set this one up to start automatically, so.
Oh, good idea.
Oh, okay.
Then I don't forget.
Okay. Oh, great. All right. Awesome. Well, of course, you all know, off the top, I'm extremely proud of everyone. And can you believe it? This is our 5th call.
Wow.
I know. Wow. I mean, we meet all the time, so it's like we just have a lot of continual things that, have been happening, which was something I mentioned initially when the mastermind was first starting on our first call, or introductory call, was that it was like we were going to be always masterminding. It's such a continual process. So it seems like we've been together a whole lot more, but yeah, this is, only the 5th call. And since our last mastermind call, man, there's been a lot that's taken place. And actually leading up to the last call, some of you were featured on Samar's platform on an entrepreneurial journey. And then, of course, we had our collective feature. You've had, another 5-day Hyena-Tize challenge. There's been some new collaboration initiatives taking off. I mean, that's a lot going on. So I do want to say also a huge congrats to the Profit Queens. Oh, their new man, that was just amazing. I have some commentary on that, of course. But also, our digital communications team with their Get Vocal on Video, they have been really doing their thing and have already had their 2nd episode. I mean, just amazing. Tom getting more shout outs on Sirius Radio, and then he's landed a high level, collaboration. I mean, it's a lot.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Yeah. So he's
Awesome.
There's a lot going on. And then also King Joseph and I have recorded, Joseph, 3 segments of our series, Multiplicitpreneur Moments?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So so
Nice.
It's a lot going on. So I'm very proud. Yeah, clap. I'm very, very proud of everyone. I mean, just amazing things taking place. But again, just since the last call, there's been, like I said, quite a few things kicking up. And of course, if I've missed anything that anybody wants to bring up, certainly we can bring that up now. But I do actually want to talk about the productions really quick, because it's just amazing productions going on. We were rooting and cheering on King Rob and King Joseph with, their amazing flow and energy that they had when they started the Get Vocal on Video. And then our Prophets Queens have come to the table with their new series. And I'm telling you, I have that thing on loop as well. It's actually been on repeat during my sleep from the initial one that was sent before the actual launch. So I actually had that one downloaded, and it just kind of was just on loop. So I mean, I'm blown away. I mean, that was such a good first production, and it just will get better, just like the Kings. Their first production was great, and the second production, that follow-up did not disappoint. So I know just, from here on out, it will just continue to keep increasing, and people will continue to catch on to it and, be not just inspired, but actually ready to take action. And that's definitely something that I want to start discussing, of how we start, shifting really into not just the impact, but the income generation factors that these initiatives are leading up to. I sent an email to you all, and because I'm going to encourage everyone to really start doing production style LinkedIn article publishing. This is basically for leveraging those articles and your productions really as lead-ins to your work or your speaking opportunity. So being able to do like some sound bites or short segment article features These are really going to give you a high level advantage for impact and income. And the good news is that you can continuously leverage these as evergreen press kits, primarily just for specific focuses. And that's why I sent the second email so that you all can click on and see. And I'm sure you all have seen most of these, but I'm just putting it so that you have it on hand, you know, for yourself, just to be able to do that. But we can actually, let me actually go over to that email real quick, because I believe there was something I wanted to identify. So I kind of broke it up. Has everyone got that second email?
Oh, I haven't looked yet. Let me go do that right now. You said not to till you told us.
Yeah, well, now go to it.
Okay.
Yeah. I had to find the email and then pull it up myself because yeah. So let me know when everyone's got it.
It's the one that says production article samples?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So if everybody's got that, just say, yeah, I got it, ready to move forward. And okay.
Yeah, it looks like I got it.
Okay, great. All right. So the reason why I sent these and I kind of categorized this is because you can kind of see the different variations. I'm actually going to have some different ones that are going to be coming forth pretty soon. And also, King Joseph is too. So I'm just putting him on alert, just based on some of the things that we're doing, but I'm going to be encouraging others to do this. So the first three are repurposed for cross promotions. And this is with myself and King Joseph and King Rob. And if you just click quickly on those articles, you will see that it's cross promoting, you know, the same thing. They've got a little bit of differentiation in the titles and some of the content within. I believe King Joseph's and mine are similar, pretty much the same, but King Rob's is different. But all of those articles basically are promoting that same, you know, particular segment. And it's just a good thing to have in the archives to be able to pull, because of course, posts are great and they are nice, and I still encourage do your posting. Like if you're doing your mini segments, like what Queen René is doing, breaking down her segments and of Samar's, her and Samar's interview, and just some other things, and leveraging that. But I definitely would encourage to create articles, even if you don't necessarily publish them right away. I would still create those, because those are going to be easier to pull and easier to leverage. And plus, it just gives kind of a different appearance and texture to your marketing communications. And then, like I said, you can use it as, you know, as evergreen marketing.
Can I share one thing? Rev.com, they've just added a transcription service. It's like 25 cents a minute. I mean, it's ridiculous. So you can send, rev.com. That's who I use for some of my stuff and for the captions on my videos. Yes. And you can send your video or audio over, and they'll transcribe it, and then you can pull segments for your articles. Just throwing that out there, because I just saw that they just added it, so I'm going to do that for some of mine and Gina's.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay, thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Queen René, on it.
Well, if you guys are like me, like, where do I begin? If you send your video over there, let them just transcribe it for you, then you can you can put quotes out of it. You got everything there you need to kind of reposition. That's my idea. Keep it simple. Wonderful. Keep it simple.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, keep it simple for sure. And thank you again, because I'm probably going to want to revisit that later, because it's something else I'm going to bring up. So the next one is the production collaboration article, and that is the one with our Prophets Queens from yesterday that I quickly repurposed that just to, you know, be able to provide a conversational training star article for them as well. So if anybody hasn't seen that one, as I said, click on that one. You can see it's very similar to the ones above, and it's from yesterday's, you know, segment that they did, their kickoff segment. And then I have some that I grabs that were just mine, media kits and speaking lead-ins that you can use, repurpose article content, or just, like I said, make yourself kind of a LinkedIn media kit that you can leverage. And they've worked well for me over the last year and a half for sure. So I try to update some, occasionally. But you can see where I've repurposed the interview with Samar as well. But then also I have, I think in the press kit one, I haven't clicked on these. I'm sorry, I just have the links and looking at. But I should have like 3 podcasts, the recent ones, within there. So those are things, just giving you some ideas of different ways you can use, the article publishing, and to really set yourself up for being intentional with lead-ins to your work and like I said, in speaking endeavors, for sure, where you can expound more upon or create a work, if you don't already have one, based off of something that you talked about in the segment that maybe came up new. So that's just ways that you can use that. So I just wanted to share that. Anyone have any questions before we move forward?
No, but thank you. I always love having the visual examples. And I know I've been working on repurposing a lot of my content in the new energy, and even just extracting and adding to it. So, yeah, since we have so much that we're trying to get out there, I think these examples and repurposing, the work, it doesn't have to be a one and done, because then that feels like, okay, now what? Or you dropped into the
right.
And
yeah, definitely. And you want to be able to leverage and maximize what you have and multiply it as much as you can, because remember, there are seasons where some of what you're sharing is going to be hot now, and then a different variation of it will be hot at another point. But if you've already got it, then when that time comes, you don't actually have to be trying to scrounge around to get it, because what you'll find is that we mostly create in a futuristic type of way anyway. And most people have to catch up to what you've created, but there are obviously variations that are created in the present moment that, definitely can be used to bring you exactly what you need and more in the present. But then having those different dimensions of it, it just puts you in that limitless energy. So definitely want to just, bring that to you all's attention. I know you've been seeing it, but I think just having some right there on hand that you can refer to and don't necessarily have to go look through our archives to find one.
It's particularly helpful because I've not done sound bites before. The combination of having the transcript and some examples of what makes, because the 2 examples you've used, for example, in René's and mine, would make great sound bites in terms of audio too. It's just helpful to have that model to move forward, rather than taking the time to have to experiment and work out and listen to the whole transcribe it ourselves. So really helpful. Thank you both.
Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah, and Queen René, I just want to say this, because some of the sound bites that she's in, the mini segments that she's been using, again, those would make great articles too, because they are specifically focused on a particular area. And so that can be a lead into talking about something else, or expounding more upon that, because an audience or a prospect might want to just really focus on that. So she can use that soundbite segment and then create, just some little bullets around what was discussed, give a call to action based on that, and then also an invitation to maybe have a session with her, because you can use this for one-off things, or again, a speaking engagement based off of just that particular aspect of that segment, without having to get into everything. So just multiple ways that you can do it. It's just best, like I said, to be able to have these different levels and dimensions of offerings or even marketing communication.